Hold on, y'all. Trying to make it get out of my way. Y'all need to see this. So, trying to make it to where. Hey, Tanji. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Karen. Cayman, Sharon, Centauria, thank you so much. You guys, please like and share this live. Hey, Lena, how is you, wife and Biscuit? I hope all is well. Sandra, everything is wonderful. My family is wonderful. Thank you for asking. Hey, Thelma, Lasagna, Trish, Clara, Joyce. I wish I can get this out the way. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna find a way because I need it to be out of my way. Let's hope that's good enough. Let's hope you guys can hear me. Hey, Destined for Greatness. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put my YouTube link in because I'm going to need everybody to come over to YouTube. Why do we do that? Because Facebook be on some other ish and we just simply ain't got time for it. That's all. Ain't got time. Someone's going to have to give. I'm putting my YouTube link in the chat on Facebook. Hey, you guys. Okay, let's see what Facebook is saying. Hey, guys. Hello, Cynthia, Matrice, Charlene. Oh, child, let me tell you with this mic. You know, I'm a podcaster, right? So I've actually had this mic for 3 years now. And I've been using it in the past few months. Maybe you haven't realized it, but I have been making use of it because my audio on my computer is crap. And I'm sitting here with this mic attached to my desk this whole time that I've been doing lives and I never used it. Except I got a webcam and I got a mic in the camera. I don't even like that. So then I said, let me see if I can hook up this damn mic to whatever I'm doing because I do it during my Zoom calls and I also do it on my podcast. So instead of using it for just my podcast, I decided to do it this way. So yes, Centauria. This mic, if you look at my last 20 videos, you'll see this mic. Hey, Beverly, people are coming over. Hello, sweet love. Hello. Hey, Angela, happy Friday. Friday's a good day. Woo! So if you guys can see, yeah, I know I don't use profanity, but my body does. That's what this is about today. Y'all see that? Y'all see that, Facebook? You see this, right? This is what life is about today. This is how life is lifing. I can't say those words because I never used the F word anyway. Even when I was a cusser, I didn't use the F word. It's just so brutal. But I don't mind wearing it. Just moved over. Good, good, good. Hello, hello. Come on, guys. Come on over. Hey Francis, I'm gonna need you guys to come on over to to YouTube. I just put the link in. I put it in the Facebook thing again. So I want to um I was there. I was in the bushes and I was there for most of the live. But this is, I can't even say this is about, definitely not about Darnell, definitely not. Darnell and I, we have our opinions, different opinions about the same things. And opinions don't make or break anybody. They're just opinions. So it's definitely not about that. It's about discernment, and this is going to be an inspiring message. It's going to be informative. It's going to be inspirational, hopefully, to the wicked and the righteous. I come bearing gifts to the wicked and the righteous, if there is such a thing. You guys know I don't believe in the wicked or the righteous. I just believe in people, right? Having a human experience in this daggone Hunger Game of a life, right? So I know it's hard for people, and people express themselves. Listen, when you're going through this life, it's just hard as hell. And people say what they say. Hey, Rebecca, how are you, honey? I see you still have your tools, Rebecca. You don't have to use them, girl. You don't have to use them. Okay, feel free to chill. um, yeah, because you're not under obligation at all. Oh, okay. Well, you have it. Look, I'm just looking at your next message. You have it, Rebecca. You already have the power if you feel like it. Only if you feel like it. Um, Cynthia said, Lena, yes, I knew you didn't fall for that scripted mess, and I'm so disappointed. I don't fell for that. Well, listen, I get that. I get that. Um, People make their decisions, and people see things the way that they see them, right? And so I can't fault anyone. I can't fault my friend Darnell for seeing certain things a certain way. That's his perception, just like he can't fault me for seeing things my way. We just have difference of opinions in certain things. Does it mean that I'm against him? Absolutely not. But I know when you stand for something, you stand against something, and it appears to be bad, but it's not. It's just people coming up with two different perspectives, 10 different perspectives of the same kind of scenario. And so me, I have a different type of platform. So I bring clarity. I'm a mindset coach. So I'm gonna always bring clarity to the things. They're constantly doing crazy things to people's pages. Oh, hey, Penny Wenny. Facebook play too much. Yes, they do. Move to YouTube. Penny said move to YouTube, y'all. And so no, it's not. I mean, I'm not. One thing I don't want to do, and I appreciate you, Cynthia, your perspective, because everybody's point of view matters here, right? But one thing I don't want to do well, not that I don't want to do. I want to make clear I'm not going against anyone, especially my friend right now. I'm not doing that. My opinion, however, is my opinion, and I stand firm in my opinion. And like I said, when you stand for something, you have to stand against something by nature. So it's just a matter of opinions, and we all have our opinion about what's taking place, how change is supposed to look. And so I'm just here to bring clarity as a clarity coach, and to give my because my pinky toe is still here over the fence a little, just the pinky toe, not the 9 of them. The pinky toe is a little bit still stuck in the glue, right? And so I'm not too far removed, you know what I'm saying? So if I decide to come out, and I did say that if I decide to come out and give my perspective about something, I'm going to do that. Am I going back and forth with these pages? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Am I fighting those pages? Absolutely not. I'm letting you guys know what true change look like, and what I feel about it, because I am a mindset coach, and I work on changing people's lives each and every single day. This is what I do for a living. This is what I do for as a life structure. I touch everybody that I come in contact with in a positive way. I make sure that I give value to everyone that I come in contact with, and I have to give. I have to give what I have. Whatever I learn is not just for me. Once I learn a lesson, and once I get value from that lesson, because a lot of people, take the things that God give them, and they're like, okay, let me give it to somebody else without even eating it for themselves. I eat everything that I give. And only until I eat, and only until I absorb what I have, then I give it to everyone else because I see the value in it that way. So, you guys, I got 102 on Facebook. I need you guys to come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. I'm giving my perspective. Come over on YouTube, please. Um. Hey guys. Centauria. You know, daggone well, you got some replays, child, to do. Hey, Renee. My wife is here. Yolanda says, Centauria, you got to watch our no replay from last week, from last night. BB came onto this platform basically saying she's done with this mess against Chef and Tay. But here's the thing, Yolanda, she didn't say that. She didn't say that she's done with this thing against Chef and Tay. That's the trickery right there. She didn't say that. She said that she was going to remove herself in the way that she was doing it. In other words, she wasn't going to go hard, but she still feels the way that she feels about them, and she's still going to give her opinion, which means that she's still going to contribute to the destruction of their demise. You know, and yes, she's going to change some stuff, and I'm going to. This is why I wanted to have this conversation. And thank you, Yolanda. This is why I want to have this conversation, because there are things that were missed. Okay, now if she basically said that she was going to be done with the whole mess with Chef and Tay, that could have been appreciated. Okay, from my perspective, that is absolutely not what she said. That is absolutely not what she said. Okay, but we're going to get into it, Yolanda. But thank you though. Hey, Michelle. You guys on Facebook, please go to YouTube. Because Red, Facebook be doing too much. Facebook be doing too much, and people report pages and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then too, for some reason, my StreamYard, I have to find the setting. I have to probably reinstall my StreamYard, because typically, Red, I'll have my StreamYard with Facebook and YouTube, right? So that way I can have both platforms on it. That's what I typically do. But for some reason, I'm not able to link my Facebook to YouTube anymore, so I can't keep them both. And it's either one. I don't know. I mean, and let me add this. I'm trying to build my YouTube page too. I want to bring awareness to my YouTube page as well. My Facebook page is pretty much established. I don't have a million followers, but it's already getting there. I'm already on a momentum with Facebook. So when you're done with one platform and you have basically established that platform, the wise thing to do, Red, is to go to another platform, because I've always had a YouTube channel. I just never had it in motion, right? And start establishing that, because eventually that's where my podcast is. That's where you can do basically anything without getting striked. You know, Facebook has a lot of rules. So, you know, YouTube, you have more freedom, but I do love Facebook. So that's why. Yeah, he definitely was. His heart is for it to stop. Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with that 1,000%. Oh no, I know you didn't, and I know you didn't mean that in any way. You were just expressing your feelings, and you're entitled to your feelings. So no, I know what you meant, honey, and no offense taken, and absolutely, no offense taken with that. You're entitled to your feelings, though. You are entitled to your feelings for sure, and I respect everyone's feelings. Can you guys like and share this live? I would appreciate it. This is that I don't think we none blamed Darnell, and for one, wait, I don't think we the one blame. I'm sure blame Darnell. That's probably what you're saying. I for one surely love Darnell, right? And I mean, fact is, she has an agenda. She came with a victim mindset, talking about she forgives someone that has only responded. That's one thing right there. How do you forgive someone for defending themselves? So she still believes that they have done something to her. She came on there still believing that she was a victim of them, and that and see, that's what we're getting into today. Thank you so much, Francis, for making it over. 79 people left on Facebook. Y'all gonna be lost in the sauce in a minute. Matrice said we need a freaking apology from everything she's done to Chef and Tay. I absolutely agree. Hey Billy, come over to YouTube, sweetie. Of course. She sure did talk crap. She sure did. She only forgave Darnell. That's what it she couldn't even say. Right. And that's okay. You know, if she whoever she wants to forgive, she doesn't have to do anything. Right? But what you ain't gonna do is feed me green eggs and ham. I know what green eggs and ham look like. I don't eat green eggs and ham. I have a deep spirit of discernment. And as a mindset coach, I know what true transformation and change really look like. And that's what we're going to get into. That's what we're going to get into. Oh, Vicky, thank you so much for the Cash App. Ew. Thank you so much for the big Cash App. You didn't have to, but you did. But you did. And I appreciate it. I definitely want all this to end amongst my sisters. However, it is ingenuine. Absolutely. Matrice, come over to YouTube. Come on, guys. Come on, come on. You know I'm not gonna stay on Facebook long. I don't do the long stuff. You're coming in or you're not coming. But I'm about to end it in a minute. Don't believe nothing she said, right? Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, sweetie. Beautiful. Cynthia said she definitely didn't. And she was on her live this morning talking negatively and gloating about the live last night. Go back. You know, like I stated before, I stated, and I'm sticking to this. I have made a vow, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, that I was not going to go over to them hate pages anymore. I was not going to indulge in what they're doing on their pages. I was not going to go back and forth with their pages. I was not going to attack bullying the way that I had in the previous way. I'm not going to do that. So I haven't been on her page. I'm responding to her coming onto this side, and I'm just giving a general perspective on what true change looked like. So had she not been over here, I would not know what the hell she's doing. I was on my friend's live last night, and she happened to come over there. All right, and then I went into the bushes. Okay, because I don't want to be disrespectful, and I'm not dealing with it. And plus, again, I don't eat green eggs and ham. Absolutely. Thank you. Roberta says, please don't forget to like and share. That's what Granny said. She's going to pick and choose, and I believe they came to Darnell for a hidden agenda, keeping him covered, their demonic spirits fly. And guess what? He knows how to tear a whole hole in it behind. Yes, Biscuit. Come here, baby. What's the matter?
Nothing else is checking.
Clean your mouth, honey. Close my door. They don't fly. Mm-mm. You know, guys know I don't play that fake mess, and I can spot it a mile away. My discernment is so freaking deep. My discernment is so freaking deep. And then you have to also consider, I got 70 people still on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook. You guys got to get ready to come over. Patrice said it's mighty funny that I'm not mentioning that guy's name, came over for Darnell for up and apologizing, but the bull, right. And he only came so that way Darnell can display his name, and then he can get some more clout going over to his platform. I saw that a mile away too. Was it sincere because she apologized because she would have? It wasn't sincere because she would apologize to the whole 18. Absolutely, we didn't do anything to her. You know, you can't you can't play a victim from somebody defending themselves. It's not like Chef and Tay got married and then said, okay, who can we mess with? Oh yeah, let me get Pamaya, let me get Nandy, let me get all these people and let's start bullying them. They didn't do that. These two people got married, and then people came to attack them. And the minute they say something, the minute they do anything, they take the legal route. The minute they do anything to defend themselves, now they're terrible people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. You know? So I know damn well I didn't put none of their names in my mouth first. I absolutely didn't. Not near one. Not near one of their names in my mouth. I didn't deserve anything that they have given to me, but that's okay. We already know what it's about, and it's so good. Angela Isaac, I found the link. I'm here now. Thanks. All right. Okay. Facebook is dwindling. Yes. I believe she has an agenda and use an opportunity to gain. We're going to get into all of that. When she came in the live, I knew she was lying about everything. I don't trust her. She has agenda and plotting. Yeah, I don't think, oh no, his eyes are closed. He has discernment. Trust and believe that. I believe he does. I believe he does. Hello, hello. You're kind of in a dark, child, Daphne. I don't know what to tell you, sister child. Um, Forgiving them for what they did. She shouldn't be. She should be asking for forgiveness. Absolutely. Hey, Vera Jackson. Hey, honey child, sister girl. They were victims of others. Exactly. Thank you, because my discernment be on point. And what I discerned from her last night was pure evilness. It absolutely was. There was no genuinity in that at all. At all. Oh, Vera Person is a member for 2 months, guys. The best way to support my channel is to subscribe to my YouTube, become a member. Become a member. Matter of fact, let me see how I can put that damn link in for membership. I don't even know how. I've never done it before. I don't even know how to do the membership thing to put it in the link, but you guys know how to become a member, right? Whoop. What is going on here? Hold on, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't. um Ooh, where am I? Where am I? Okay, guys. Steady lying, entire live. How to call CPS. Absolutely. She don't believe she done nothing wrong. That's what this is about. I agree. I absolutely agree. I saw that as well. Yolanda's a member for 2 months. Jamila is a member for 2 months. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna end this on Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna end this. This is, you guys. Please come. You guys, please. Hey, Amara. Please come to YouTube. Hey, Debbie. Come over to YouTube. I'm getting ready to end this on Facebook, guys. As to say, she leaves children out of it, yet Auntie's grandchild was surely a chosen one for her. Yeah, it was complete. BS. Let us see, Penny. We need her 1 minute debut. Lord. Mine too, Lena. I seen the BS and lies. Look, Lena, I popped on the StreamYard and back off so many times because I do not want to do. Well, you know what? And exactly. I don't, like I said, there's absolutely no disrespect. We love we love our people over here. We love the people who make the effort, but we also have our own opinions. Everyone's entitled to their opinion on how they feel about certain things. It's not a dig against anybody. You may have a certain opinion. I have a certain opinion. And when I see BS, I call out BS. This is just my discernment on the stuff that I'm seeing. This is what I'm getting through my energy field. It has nothing to do with nothing else. So I respect everybody's opinion about what they felt, how they saw them, how they saw her last night, and the things that she was saying. I absolutely, yes, he gives everyone a chance, and I absolutely believe that, and I love that about him. He definitely gives everyone a chance. He definitely wants to see peace, for sure. She's never going to provide any facts. Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to get off of Facebook. See you guys. Come over to YouTube. The link is there. Okay. All right, guys. So we're about to get into this. Okay. All right, guys. So here's what I have in regards to in regards to her. Here's what I have in regards to her. All right. Now, and where's my thing at? Hold on a minute. Now, I am here to let you guys know what true change and from my perspective look like. Okay? From my perspective. All right? And this is not only from my personal perspective, but this is also from my professional expertise in regards to change. All right? Now, when it comes to change, all right? We all know what it takes to change. Okay? We all know what it takes to change. All right? And we can kind of feel when someone is genuine. Hey, Zyva. The opening ceremony is everything and more. I really thought she was sincere until she said that about Chef and Tay called CPS. I didn't even think she was sincere even before that. I personally didn't think she was sincere before that. Okay. But in any case, guys, you know what? I don't even know how to drop a membership link, but let me just find out. Hold on a minute. Let me just find out, guys. Hold on. Let me just see if I can. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just see how I can get a membership link. I don't even know what the hell. I should have asked about how to do this before I even got on, to be honest with you. Hello? My phone is ringing all of a sudden. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do a membership link. Anyway, that's okay. If you guys can figure out how to do it, I don't know. It's the money symbol next to chat. Oh, somebody said it's the money symbol that's next to chat. Okay, so here's what I think about change, okay? When a person truly changes, right? They change because of something. She didn't know how to get the link to share, but she should be able to join by hitting the money. Thank you so much, Rebecca. So, when a person truly change, right? They change because of an intrinsic desire to change. That means an eternal desire to change. When somebody really, really wants to change something about themselves, right? They look at what they did wrong, right? And then they grieve whatever it is they do wrong because they realize that they have done something wrong. They realize they have done something wrong. From what I got from her, from my perspective, was she was changing because her life wasn't lifing. She was changing because things weren't happening for her the way that she wanted to happen. So, from a spiritual perspective, she wants to try the spiritual route, okay, and move away from all the chaos that she was giving and tone it down just a bit, tone it down a bit in a way where God can work in her life and start aligning her with her desires, right? That's what she said. It wasn't because she did anything wrong. She's trying, which is what I see often as a mindset coach, instead of taking accountability for the wrong that you've done and instead of acknowledging the wrong that you've done, she just basically said, well, I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to try and not say the things that I used to say. And I'm gonna just ask God to remove this thing out of my heart and let God work on whatever it is He has to work on, right? And yeah, that's one stage of change, but not true change, okay? Because again, change starts from within, right? Change starts from within. So, in order for things to take place in our lives, and in order for things to really start to transform in our lives for the better, especially when it comes to the things that we have been dealing with, spiritually, you know, emotionally, we have to change our mindset, right? Because everything begins in the mind. Everything begins in the mind. Everything starts with your thoughts, your mental attitude, right? So if I say that I want to stop, let's say, well, let's say, a person, a pedophile decides to say that I'm no longer going to commit those acts, right? I'm going to change by just not doing it anymore, right? Those thoughts are still going to be there. Those thoughts are going to still be the driving force to that pedophile continuing on his cycle. It's just a matter of time. Because when you don't change your mindset, you can't change your life. And your life is only a representation of your mindset. Your life is only a manifestation of what's going on in your mental attitude and what you think about things in life. So closing your mouth and saying, I'm no longer going to say things this way, but still having that hate in your heart, or still having that conflict in your heart, or that conviction in your heart, how can you change? How is that going to change your life? How is that going to change your life? Stopping your words don't stop how your life is going to go, okay? Because your words is merely an expression of your thoughts. So you can go mute and not say anything for the rest of your life. You can go mute and not say anything for the rest of your life. And you're still going to attract good and bad or indifferent to you, because it's your thoughts that have the energy. It's your thoughts that have the power. Your thoughts are creative. They are so creative that when you think a thought, a picture shows up in your image maker, in your imagination. Once that picture shows up, the next step is your words coming out of your mouth, for those of us who can speak. The next step of that is your actions. And then actions lead to the completion of that thought. But the thought is the motive power in creating everything. So if you don't change your mind, you're not going to change your life. You're absolutely not going to change your life. Okay? So unless you are aligning yourself, maybe Penny and Lisa can help. Hold on a minute. You know what? Let me see if I can see something. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I see you guys are still trying to get to that link. So I'm trying to see if I can get it for you guys. Ads are adding, I can tell you that much. Membership. Okay, so I still can't get it, but I can tell you guys this: by the dollar sign, okay. You click on that on the dollar sign and them three dots, and you'll see the membership there. All right. Okay. Okay, Rebecca. So true change don't happen that way. All right. It doesn't happen by you just closing your mouth. It happens by you changing your mindset, coach. I mean, mindset coach. It happens by you changing your mindset, by you thinking about the things that you have done differently, by you making amends with the things that you feel that you have done wrong. And if you feel that you haven't done wrong, but yet you're trying to change, how is true change going to take place? How is true change going to take place? The reason why she's feeling convicted all the time and unsettled in her spirit is because intrinsically, on a soul level, she knows that she's doing wrong to people. I'm not losing any sleep, and it's not because I'm evil. It's because I'm truly on the side of right. I'm for protecting people. I'm for uplifting people. I'm for giving people the benefit of the doubt in their lives. If I don't know them, I'm not going to convict them of anything. I don't have the power to convict them. I believe everyone needs protection. Everyone needs protection when they're being brutalized by tens and hundreds of thousands of people. So I don't lose any sleep. Is it because I'm evil? No. She doesn't. She's losing sleep is because her life is not going right. Because karma has spent the block, has been spinning the block. And she realized that she has not been advancing in almost 3 years. So now she realized she has to make a change, and that's good. That's excellent. But it doesn't start with you shutting your mouth, which she never did, by the way. She's still going on, just as I suspected. It's not about her shutting her mouth. And this is for anybody. This is not only, hey Lisa, hey Penny, this is not only for her. This is for anyone who wants to make a change when it comes to doing something wrong to anyone. Remember, this message is for the wicked and the righteous. I'm giving it to both. I'm giving it to all of y'all, right? It's not just for one side, it's for both sides. So here's what I do as a mindset coach when it comes to change, because I help people change their lives, right? I know the tentacles of change. I mean, not the tentacles, the tentacles of change. Okay? I know what that looked like because I practice it in my practice. Because I experiment with it, because that's what I do. In order for my coaching practice to be 100% successful, I have to make sure that true transformation takes place. That's the result that everyone comes to me for. And so here's what it looked like. And I'm just going to use her as a reference. She comes to me, Coach Lena, and let's not even use her, because again, I'm not saying her name. I'm not pointing out anybody's names in here. They come to me and says, Coach Lena. And I'm like, why do you have so much anger in your heart? Well, because people have done stuff to me. Who did something to you? Well, so-and-so did something to me. Mary did something to me. Well, what did Mary do to you? She attacked me. And what did you do? Well, I attacked back. Why do you feel attacked? Because of what Mary did to me. Well, tell me exactly what Mary did to you. She called CPS on my kids, and she continues to incite people to call CPS on me. How do you know she called CPS on you? Well, what makes you think she called CPS on you? Well, because I got it from a very credible source. Source. Okay, you got it from a very credible source. This is me speaking now. You got it from a very credible source. Who's that credible source? Somebody that I trust and believe. Why do you trust and believe them? Well, because they have never lied to me. So did these people, did this person bring you any proof? Well, no, they didn't bring me any proof. Well, did you ask them how they knew? Well, yeah. Well, what did they say? Well, they said that somebody told it to them. So did they show any proof that anybody told it to them? Like any text messages, any voicemails, anything of the person actually admitting to this particular thing that you're talking about? Well, no. So then how do you know 1,000% that it's true? Well, I never said it was 1,000. Well, how do you know it's even slightly true? Because I trust this person. So basically, and this is me speaking, you feel slighted, you feel attacked based on your perception and your faith and your belief that you put on a situation that was never substantiated. Right? Yeah. Okay, so then did somebody attack you or did you attack yourself? Because it seems like your anguish or your pain or your injustice is what do you call it? Is self-induced. It seems like you cause pain and suffering to yourself based on your own perception of what you want to believe what happened. When there's an area in that whole story that has not been substantiated as facts. So that's what I call cognitive distortions. Things that we believe without proper examination in facts. And so when you choose to believe something, Debster, when you choose to believe something that has not been substantiated and that has not been followed up by facts, then you cause yourself your own pain and suffering, except now you're projecting that on the person and making it seem like they're the ones who caused you pain and anguish. When all you had to do was check your thinking and fact check your information. Because if there is a window where this piece could not be true, then that means that if it's not true, or it's a possibility of it not being true, as Darnell has stated on his live, if there's a possibility of it not being true and you accept it as truth, then that's you destroying yourself, not people destroying you, because you just put a fact and a truth on something that's possibly not true, and you accepted it as truth. And because you accepted that as true, now you are suffering the repercussions of your own thoughts and your own beliefs about something that is absolutely not true because it has not been substantiated. That's how I work out cognitive distortions. That's how I get people to see that what they believe is not really true. Because when you get to the nitty-gritty of something, it's going to always have to be, is it true? And if it's true, then what makes it true? Either the person admitted to it or you see some type of evidence towards it. And if you don't have any of that, you have to make room for you have to give it the benefit of the doubt, and you have to make room for the possibility of it not being true. And if you make room for the possibility of it not being true, then therefore you're standing in the middle of it right now. And you're like, you know what? I don't care. I don't know if it's true or not. And if you say that, then you have released the trauma that's attached to it. Now you're no longer attacked because you have no cognitive distortion going on at that moment. Do you guys feel what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? And here's the thing. You cannot go by your guts. Your guts Now, when it comes to discernment, you see how a person is. And this is what I'm talking about discernment with me. Okay. I go by many factors. First of all, you can't tell me anything because you can't sell me green eggs and ham. That's the first thing. You just can't. I've been listening to too many people. I have said myself, being fully honest, I'm going to definitely do good by my weight this time. I'm going to definitely go on a diet this week. I have had a 10 years worth of Mondays starting over. People that I have told that I was about to go lose some weight. People that have told I was about to go stop the way I'm eating and do better in my life. Did actions follow? No. Did I expect them to give me a pat on the back? No. Actions mean everything. Actions mean everything. People believe their own lies wholeheartedly until you get down to the nitty-gritty, which is what I'm an expert at. I get to the root of situations. I get to the root cause of why you believe it. Why do you believe it? Why do you believe the things that you believe? If it's no proof, then why do you believe in those things? Because if you choose to believe something that has the potential to hurt you if you believe it, then you being hurt by that thing is your own choice. You being hurt by that thing is you. You hurting yourself. Chef and Tay, me, Darnell, none of us have nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with it at all. Nothing to do with it. So as far as I'm concerned, no. I didn't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe she's trying. I believe she's trying to change. I definitely believe that because I know what struggle looked like. I know what internal conflict looked like as a life coach, and not only as a life coach, as a human being. We've all had internal conflict. I know where that comes from. An internal conflict is a conflict of interest between your flesh and your soul. It's when your flesh desires something, but your soul knows it's not right. That's where conflict comes in at. It's knowing right from wrong. That's where internal conflict comes in at. So I believe she is absolutely trying. I believe most people try their best to be a good person. I believe that. It's hard for most people to become the best person that they can become. Change takes time, first of all. But I also know where true change begins. So when she say, I'm done, what? She's done going hard? Because in my opinion, I have this the same way that I have with every other situation. You can't knock me in the head with a bat for 2 years and then expect me to be happy that you're not going to knock me in the head from this point forward. And I'm supposed to be grateful for that. And I'm supposed to be appreciative of that. And I'm supposed to be okay with that. No. True change takes place from a personal evaluation on why you think the way you think. It means that you are trying to change your focus, change your thoughts. But in order to change your focus, you have to change your thoughts, because I always say we don't get what we want. We get what we focus on, right? So it doesn't matter about what your words are, about what your mouth is saying. It's more about what your mind is saying. What is your mind saying? She refused to let go of the hate that she has in her heart, or the resentment. And I know how hard that is too. That's why I said I believe that she's trying to change. She's just changing in the wrong way. That's not how you do it. You don't shut your mouth and say, okay, I'm going to change. No, the thing that are attracting bad experiences in your life is your mindset. You can't have. We're going to swim. Okay. You can't have evil thoughts about people and expect things to change, because the evil thoughts is what attracted all that disharmony in your life to begin with. What she said was that she was going to fall back from the rah-rah of it, but she was still going to do what she do. And she was still going to give her opinions. And she never admitted to doing any harm to anybody, anyone. She never admitted to that. To this day, from what I heard on her live today, I didn't hear her live because I didn't go over there. But she's never even taken accountability for the wrong that she's done. So how do you change without taking accountability? Let's face it, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. If y'all don't know what true change look like, let's take the steps from any kind of NA, AA, any kind of Narcotics Anonymous. Let's take Alcoholic Anonymous in the 12 steps of all of those programs. What is one of the primary things? What is one of the primary things? Hold on a minute. What was one of the primary things that these recovery centers focus on? AA, Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, Gamblers Anonymous. What is the core change points? What is it? One of them is making amends. You know why that's part of this 12-step program? Because until you could admit that you have done something wrong with your gambling, until you could admit that you have destroyed your family with your gambling, until you could admit that you have destroyed your family and everyone around you with your drinking, until you could admit that you have destroyed yourself and everyone around you, and admit to the things that you have done to people with your addictions, drug addictions, you can't go past that step. They don't even allow you to go past that step. And even if the person does not accept your apology, you still have to give it. Because it's not about them accepting your apology. It's about you making amends with the people that you hurt. That's the true tentacle of change. That's what change is. Admitting that you have a problem. Now, she did admit that she had an anger problem, that she go up at the mouth and all that other stuff. I give her that. But she's not admitting to the egregious things that she has put people through in their life. They seem to call it talking. And it's not just talking. You're destroying people with the rhetoric. It's not even an opinion. She went from saying, I know for a fact that Tay, called TPS on me, to her real truth, because Darnell got down to her real truth, to the bottom of it. Well, you don't know for a fact. Okay, fine. It's my gut feeling. Well, why don't you tell your people, all your followers, that all that stuff is just a gut feeling? Why did you make it seem like everything that you said was factual? Every single thing that you said was factual. That was damaging them and all of us was factual. That's what she did. See, she was still declaring it today. I didn't see any of it. You see what I'm saying? One of the main points in changing your life is admitting. Because, first of all, if you have to change something in your life, that means that it was destructive to some degree, whether it was just to yourself. Because sometimes we only destroy ourselves and then we're like, okay, I got to change. I'm suffering too much. But if you have people around you that you love and that love you, they also have been affected. A person with a drug addiction may have stole their children's food money or something, or school clothes money. They have to come to terms with that. They have to make amends with that. The NA people require it. They say you can't get past this step until you're able to make a change. And they say, yeah, well, I don't want to do that. They're gonna judge me anyway. They're not gonna believe I changed. The AA counselor tell you, it doesn't matter what they think. What's keeping you from making amends? What's keeping you from apologizing? And you know what most of them come up doing? Because what they have done as people was so egregious. Hey, Catherine. Do you know what they end up doing? They end up going, listen, if I ever hurt you in any way, I'm sorry. What the hell you mean if you ever hurt me? You still haven't admitted it. I hate when people come to me and tell me if they have done something to me, when I'm clearly telling them that they hurt me. If you have done something to me, so you're not even admitting it. You're not even going to go through. I want to know why you're sorry. Because you stole my kids' money, school money, because we went hungry because of your addiction, because our house was sold from under us because of whatever. Like, be specific. So people can't even get to the surface of change until they make amends with the people that you hurt. Because when you are really, really, really looking to change, you're going to look at the way it affected the people in your life. You're going to look at the way that it affects strangers. You're going to look at the impact that you had on people's lives. And you're going to say, wow, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was doing that much damage. I was hurt. My mind was fogged. I couldn't see clear. Whatever excuse that you have to give it. Whatever excuse that you have to give it. Whatever excuse you have to give it. Wait. Kathy said, I observed two things she said last night. She said she only lied about one thing. Thank you. One damn thing. That was coming to Houston to file charges against Carmen. We know she lied about many things. Absolutely. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And that doesn't even take discernment. That's just common sense, right? That's just common sense in my eyes. Right? One thing. So you're only going to admit to one thing. You're only going to admit to one single action of lying. When I can probably come up with 200. I'm sure you can come up with more than one. So from where I sit, no, that's not what change is about. And that's with anyone. That's with anyone. You make peace with the people that you have hurt. But before you can do that, you have to find fault in what you have done to hurt them. You have to know that what you have done hurt people. You can't move away from hate, but still carry that hateful heart. Or a lot of them don't even think they have a hateful heart because they mask it with another word. I'm too loving. I'm too protective. No, that's a hateful heart. When you wish the worst on someone. When you feel victimized after coming for someone and you don't feel like you deserve any backlash because all you were doing was talking. It's one thing about talking. It's another thing to defame someone's character all completely and incite tens of thousands of people to do so. And instead of admitting that she's done something wrong to the people that she'd had no idea about, to Carmen and Tay, who have never done anything to her except for respond, I'm sorry, not everybody in the world comes to a damn fight with their hands tied behind their back. Who the hell comes to a fight with their hands tied behind their back? Oh, you can punch me, but I'm not going to punch you back. No, you punch me, you better wear a helmet because I'm going to knock your block off. And I play chess, so I come harder. That's just the Gemini in me. I come harder. I match energy and I come harder. When I'm in my low vibrational state, of course. But I can go there. I'm not too far removed. I never have been. I'm a Bronx girl. I'm a city girl. I'm not too far removed. I'm Gen X. I grew up in a sticks and stones may break your bones era, and we'd be at your door with sticks and stones. Nowhere for you to run. Not this old punk little era that they have here where everybody cuss you out and then block you and run on the internet. Block you and then start doing a whole thing about you. Yeah, so how you talk to somebody that you just blocked on the damn internet. Which is the same thing as screaming something at somebody and then running in your house. That's what that is. I don't play those games. I grew up hardcore on these streets. I don't play them games. Well, I didn't grow up hardcore. My brothers did. I was really protected, but I was nonetheless in them damn streets, and I'm true to my era of Gen X. You see what I'm saying? And so no, we've watched BL do it, apologize to people on our team, and went on until and dig deeper holes all through the gravel, all through the dirt, stick her head out, throw spit venom, and then go just back down into the earth. We seen Ari do it, have an agreement and turn around and do exactly opposite. Say she was changing and never freaking changed, came right back. How many times did Nikki say she was going to change? Never changed. I can keep it 100. The only one that I saw really ever even say that they was going to change and stuck to their word of change have been Nandy. Not for anything good, but okay, I'm falling back. I'm not going to do what I used to do. Right. Instead of doing it every day, she's doing it twice a week, maybe once a week. I get it. That's the only one I see that follows suit on what she said she was going to do. But everybody else have proven. That other one that went on tour, now I'm going to stop. She don't stop. Why she don't stop? Because I came out and said something. Well, I didn't know that your stopping there was a caveat to your stopping. When people change, they change regardless of who says what and where and when. You're changing for yourself. You're not changing based on conditions of what somebody says about you. When I change, period. It's not attached to anything. It's not attached to anybody's actions. It's not like, when they come out, then this is what I'm going to say and this is what I'm going to do. No. If I say I'm going to change, I'm going to change. Despite whatever the hell you do. Because one thing I ain't going to do is lie to myself about what my change looked like. And here's the thing. Instead of, and this is for any one of them, not just for her, but anyone. When you know, because I doubt it very seriously. I doubt it. In fact, I know, because I know that she's brighter than that. You know the egregious things that you did to hurt people, to hurt Chef and Tay, destroy their lives, or you tried to destroy mine, but whatever. Just keep it on them. The hurt, the hateful things. It's not only that. It's easier for people to say, it's easier for her or anyone to say, well, I'm just going to go and yeah, I'm still standing up for justice against these two, but I'm just not going to go as hard. I'm going to make some changes in my life because things not working in my life. That's easier to say rather than saying, listen, I've done wrong. I've said a lot of things that weren't true that I just decided to believe that they were true. There were no facts to it. I don't know whether or not things are true, because it's one thing to say and give your opinion when you're talking. Okay, so this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. Hold on. Okay, I had to put her in timeout. Anyway, you say, I'm sorry about what I did. You know what I mean? I feel bad that even though I felt like things were against me and people were going against me, but I did do some real shady stuff. And I did lie about a lot of stuff. And a lot of stuff, and mainly everything that I said wasn't even factual. It was just hearsay. Okay? Now, when you do something like that, when you say something like that, that also comes along with, I need to apologize to my followers. Because when you know that you have lied on people and you have deliberately made them out to be facts, and you're busy saying, nope, it's a fact. It's a fact because I got receipts. It's a fact. She never had a receipt about the CPS report. She admitted it yesterday. Lie number two, if we're going to start lying, counting, which I don't need to point out people's faults. I'm just saying. That's two lies right there. Okay? So if you have to admit that you did something wrong, you also have to admit to your followers that you misled them. You also have to admit to your followers that you misled them. Because when she's talking to her followers, or any one of them are talking to their, even me, when we are all talking to the people that support us, all right, and we are saying something is a fact, and we know damn well it's not a fact, and we know damn well that we don't have a receipt to it, as we say we do, we are deliberately misleading people. Deliberately misleading people. And so not only do you have, because holding yourself accountable and dealing with karma on your own is one thing. It's a whole separate ball game. It's a whole separate ball game when you lead tens of thousands of people down a rabbit hole. Because even though they got their own mind, you know damn well that they put all their trust in what you're saying and what we say. Right? People who don't think for themselves, and most people don't. They follow the bandwagon. We see that every day. So admitting that you was wrong would also be admitting that you have led people astray. So you're not only responsible for yourself, you're responsible for everyone that has listened to you, put faith in you, believed in you, all those things. There's accountability to be had. There's accountability to be had. But see, when you do something so egregious, it's hard. Debbie, thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate it. When you do something so egregious, it's hard to come to terms. And even more so, to tell your whole following base that everything, and mostly everything you've been saying, has really been just an opinion. It wasn't really fact, because she barely said anything was her opinion. It was always fact. It was always, I got receipts for days. I got receipts for days. When there's no receipts, that's misleading your own following. That's not even being honest with the people that have supported you all this time. And because that following is so big, it's going to be really hard for anyone, any one of them, to really just say. That's why you got to be you. That's why you have to be authentic. That's why the best way to be is authentic. That's why. Because when you start a platform, or you get into the habit of trending off of evil, and that becomes your landmark, that becomes your foundation, what's going to happen when it comes to you being you? From what I heard today, and from what I heard from people today, she's saying, oh, well, people, I knew y'all was going to turn your back on me. Of course. If people come to you for one thing, and this is for all of you guys, this is for anyone who's trying to start a page, this is for all of us. This is the whole reason why I have a lot of my stuff on a page. I listen, I can be big and big and big like everybody else if I just talk a whole bunch of junk. I don't want, I need to be myself. I need to show what I have. And if I only have 20 people on my damn live, so be it. But thank you so much for the, oh, damn it, it went. Hold on. Okay, now my phone is frozen. It's important to be yourself, because when it comes down to the nitty gritty, all the support that you had, the people that came to you for one thing, is not going to be there for you when it comes to just you being yourself. When it comes to just you having to offer just what you have, the things that you are intrinsically interested in. I don't know what you're saying. What? You can mute me, but You just proved my point. You brushed over that comment. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm talking. When I'm talking, I'm not looking at the comments. Like y'all be doing. There go that judgment. I'm looking. Don't you see my face looking at the comments at the screen? The comments is over here. Over here. I'm looking here. So I'm confused why she goes so hard. Cece and Tay. For Cece and Tay, she wants us to drag her. Why not defend? I don't know. You lost me with that one. I've tried to understand it. I don't know. Anyway, lied about getting jumped on in the gas station. She proves everything else, but where's the stitches? And you know what? Again, this whole discussion turned out to be, specific towards her, and I really didn't intend for it to be. I wanted to be general, right? And the message here is general. The message is that in order for true change to take place, in order for things to go good in any of our lives, we have to change our mental attitude. It's our thoughts. It's our thoughts, not our words. The words are merely an expression of your thoughts. So words come second to thoughts. It's just like air and wind, okay? Air is just still air, all right? It's there, energy is there. Wind is air in motion, okay? It's the manifestation of air moving, okay? Thoughts are just thoughts. Words express our thoughts. So deciding to stop saying certain things is not, and meanwhile, your heart is still harboring what it's harboring. Meanwhile, you still feel hate towards two people, and you're still not even taking accountability to even go back to the beginning, which I don't give a damn how far anybody has gone in this daggone thing. You still have to go to the beginning. What did they do to me? What did Tay do to me? What did Carmen do to me? You talk about Gibson, you talk about all these other things. And if that was the cause, then where's the other people, the other scammers? Because there's a million scammers in this world, and one of them is daggone Trump. But where's the rest of the damn scammers that you and all of you people are talking about that you're so passionate about? Why is it only one focus on one person? Let's not forget they went to Vegas, yeah. And when they got kicked out, I came to see my sister. No. So, again, true change, from when people want to change, it's hard for people to change. It's real hard for people to change, okay? Because when people get to a point of needing to change, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be, that becomes undone with your trying to undo yourself. If you decide to walk completely away from the hate, period, then you have all the people that have counted on you for that information is going to say, so what? You don't care about justice anymore? Well, we already know it hasn't been about justice for 2 years. It hasn't been about justice for 2 years. They want to see Shep in jail at any cost. And when that warrant was out, the whole thing is, okay, good. She's finally getting what she deserved. Justice. How is that justice? You accuse her of scamming. She's not going to jail for scamming. She had a warrant out against her for terroristic threats and all those other things, but everybody in the world knows that she has not done. She has lashed back. She got her lick back. So it doesn't matter what she goes to jail for. If she goes to jail by accident because the police just decide to take her and put her in, he saw her looking at him too hard, so let me take her to jail. They would be like, justice has finally prevailed. Did she deserve to go? No. True change is hard, because when you start undoing your life and really start changing your life, you have to undo and you have to make amends with a lot of people. And it's hard when you have a following that's just there for one thing, for you to say, I'm no longer going to do this. You know how hard it is to show your true self online? You know how hard it is for me to even express my thoughts about the things that I believe? All that metaphysical, quantum physical stuff that I be talking, that spiritual psychology. Not everybody's into that. You know what I'm saying? But that's who I am. That's who I am. And so for me to get on this stage and do that, it's hard. Because now you're fishing for people to like you for who you are, rather than the BS that you're giving. And that's why it's so hard for so many people to step away from all of this hate that's going on, to step away from their platforms, to step away from the regular rhetoric that they have been spewing all along. They don't know how to step away. The cost is too high. Because now you have to show who you really are if you decide to be on the internet. Now you got to show yourself for you. And now you got to show what you're really interested in. And now you got to see if anybody that has been following you is going to still follow you if you show who you really are. And you show your genuine interest in maybe gardening or, I don't know, sewing or knitting or writing. I know I couldn't have. So, so that's what I mean by deals with the devil. I made one. When I say deals with the devil, I made one with Ari. Back in the day, in the beginning, when my name first started getting out there, I was like, oh my God. The deal was, she don't say none of she don't make us her content, we won't make her ours. That was then. I wasn't used to being splattered all over the blonde and shade rooms. I didn't have thick skin. As the fight pursued, my skin got thicker to the point where I didn't care what anybody said about me, because it still wasn't about that. I still had to fight for what's right. So I made a deal with the devil. And I see deals all the time being made with the devils. Every day. Devil coming up to you. Yeah, I'm going to change. Yeah, you're going to change what? Like that post I posted a couple of weeks ago with that wolf. With the wolf at the podium. Speaking to a bunch of sheep, saying, as soon as I become president, I'm no longer going to eat meat. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with a person that says, listen, I plan on going left. Right. I want to do everything right. I apologize to everyone that I have hurt, but I'm no longer going to do what I'm doing. I'm changing my whole route. I'm changing everything. And I want to apologize to Susan, Larry, Trisha, and King for the things that I have done to destroy you. And I'm apologizing for me, not nobody else. You don't even have to accept it, but I'm apologizing nonetheless. I can appreciate that. But out of 10 people, you pick one and say, I'm apologizing to you. And there's nothing wrong with that, except that where's the change that you said that you was just making? Because the change comes from you apologizing to every damn body that you have tried to destroy. The change comes from one of the 12 steps. Make amends. When you're trying to change, you make amends. You make amends. What about the people that was hurt in the process? They don't deserve that. And and this is how I compare it, right? If my mother or my children or my wife, listen, let's put it on my wife. Let me not put my little old mother in it. Let me put it on my wife. If my wife was a subject of this kind of bullying, and it was through all these platforms, and they went hard on my wife, and they dragged my wife the way they dragging Chef, right? Do you think that I'm going to just accept somebody's telling me, okay, Lena, listen, I apologize to you, but I'm not going to apologize to your wife. Your wife is still a pig. Your wife is still this and that and the other. I don't care who it is. How do you do that? When you know that people are connected and people love the people that you've been attacking. I would need you to say that you apologize to my mother or to my wife. That's what I'm going to need, because I'm all for change, but the right way. You don't get to pick and choose. Like, basically, she just basically said, I'm still there. And they still deserve the hell that they're going to ride in. Like, that's what I got from it. And I don't appreciate that, because I love Chef and Tay. I love everybody in my damn team. Every single person. Every single person. She did not apologize. She said she's going to muster up the apology for one of us, but if you're going to change, then shouldn't that be what you starting with, you hurting the main two main people that you set out to hurt first? Shouldn't it start with them first? Shouldn't it start with making amends and taking accountability for the damage that you've done to two people's lives? This was no damn small talk where people just on the stage just talking about stuff. Oh yeah, so-and-so went to the store today and bought sausage. No. You're accusing people of serious freaking crimes. Serious crimes, and putting that information out there as if people don't got a rep to protect. Or people are not supposed to protect their rep. People are not supposed to do things the legal route. The minute you go legal, they get offended. They taking stuff off the internet. Oh, really? Everybody don't play street. Everybody's not fighting street. Nigga did not apologize. She told I know that she forgives him. Huge difference. Yeah, that is a huge difference. She stated she did nothing wrong. Hence, she owes no apology to anybody. I absolutely heard that. I heard that. I'm from the streets. When you know better, you do better. Exactly. And you don't have to stay in that mindset. Hey, Camila. She's using manipulation. Of course. Now, like I said, I believe that she's trying. I can't sit here and lie and say I don't see her trying. But the damage is still done. There was some serious damage done to people, and you don't just get to walk away and overlook that and say, well, I'm going to change, but let me forget about what I did to other people. You don't get to do that. You can do it, but it's not right. Because what about the people that were destroyed in the process of your anger and your tantrums and your outburst? We all get to walk away. We all get to walk away and be like, well, you know, that's just, I mean, come on. You think I would hurt somebody to that degree that she's hurt them? And then say, okay, I'm going to change, but you know what? Forget about them. Just go to the left and change. Forget about apologizing. Are you freaking kidding me? All it takes is a damn apology. People want the people who are attacked, the people who are victims in this, they want vindication. They want you to acknowledge that you have hurt them. Because let me tell you something, no matter how egregious the act is, people can accept real change when it comes through an authentic apology. So you don't get to change and then never apologize to me. You know how many people I have mentored and coached where they have where their parents have gave them up, abandoned them, abused them, and then went on to get married and had a true transformation of change, had other kids, had a great life, but never came back to that child and apologized for abandoning that child? How do you skip over that fact? How do you skip over that fact? How do you skip over that? How do you start a whole new life without acknowledging the people you hurt and that you left behind? How do you even move forward spiritually with those old spirits behind you? Those old entanglements, those etheric cords, those by the way, those are spiritual connections, energy cords is what they're called, that haven't been cut, but you're moving forward with something on your back. The first thing she says is, I'm not apologizing for your following. Yet Bougie lost her job, and others, including me, were so-called dragged on her page. You see that? And you just bypass all of that. Oh, let me go change. Forget about everybody else that you done hurt, but you're going to change. And I'm supposed to believe you're going to change when you can't even apologize for the wrong that you've done, and you only admit to one freaking sin, so per se, lie or whatever it is. All I'm saying is, guys, for a person to really change, they got to get to the root of their anger. And when they get in order to get to the root of your anger, you have to work out why you hate somebody. And I mean, you have to go as far back. There are no exceptions. You have to go as far back as you can. And if it's not clear, if it's not factual, like you can't say 100%, because people have a habit of saying, nope, I don't care what you, nope, I believe it, it's true. That's not true. That's not right. When you don't give someone a benefit of the doubt, that's not right. You have to consider what your beliefs are. You have to look into your beliefs. You have to look into your belief system and try to discern why you believe what you believe and see if it's true. Not everything we believe is true. A lot of it is inherited thoughts. A lot of it is ways of thinking that we have adapted to that we don't even realize that we're doing. That we're repeating thought patterns of our parents, of our siblings, of our environment, of our trauma. The trying can be employed. I smell deception. She's on the angle. She's on angels. She's on angles for sure. And trying is failing with honor. When people say they're going to try and do something, that means that they don't. That means that they're not determined to try hard enough, because we can do anything. We have the power to do anything. I don't believe in trying anything. You try until you succeed. So therefore, it's not trying. It's just basically succeeding. I will do this. It's not about I'm going to try my best. No. Every time I say I'm going to try and go on a diet and eat healthy, I already have in the back of my mind that I might just want to finish that sweet potato pie in the refrigerator first. I already know where I'm going with that. Trying implies failing, but with honor, because you admitted that you had an intent, but you failed at it. And when you failed at it, that's your excuse to fail, is that you admitted that you tried. Try is failing with honor. Damn it. Yeah, like fuck them. I said what I said. Now I'm moving forward and not even giving an apology. It's not accept. Absolutely, Tara. Patty says she has to make a public apology to everyone she heard before change can be made. Right, and she don't believe. But listen, this is for anybody who's trying to change. You have to do that. You have to do that. But the only way to do that is to change your mind about the people that you're looking at. And even if you believe some things, it's not about what people do. It's how you reacted or how you responded to somebody in a very mean, hurtful, intentional way. If you don't listen, you can believe that people are crooks and all kinds of stuff. But if you know that you do not have a law degree, if you know that you are not a judge, if you know that you are not a jury, if you know that you have no right to drag anybody to a damn judge and to the courthouse, then that alone implies an apology. That's room for an apology right there. I was out of line. My bad. I didn't have a right to drag anybody the way that I did. I didn't have the right to do that. Because if I had the right to do that, I would have the credentials. I'd be in a courthouse somewhere pursuing whatever it is I'm trying to fight for. And she would never admit that one lie she had not been called out on. Right. She would have kept deceiving her followers. Absolutely, she would have. Exactly. I'm going to pray for her. Right. However, we must remember God kicked Lucifer out of heaven. Okay. I truly believe it was a setup for Donnell, so that if she goes to court, that she can use that, what he said in confirming he did something for her. I don't know, probably, But like I said, Darnell is smart enough to see through stuff. It's not an apology. She's just deflecting from a lack of a fashion show with no refund for the oh Lord. I can forgive and move on, but I will never trust you again and exit you out of my circle, which looks like a dot. Oh Lord. Hey, Teresa. I don't know if he seeks an apology from her, she has to go to God. The God I serve is about repentance and aka apology. Yeah. But like I said, I'm sure, I mean, Darnell has his discernment. He can see things for what they are, I'm sure. I think she did it for clout. You know what? I think she wants to change. She just doesn't know how. See, I teach people how to change. This is why life coaches exist. This is why a clinical psychologist exists. And I'm not a clinical psychologist, but this is why we exist, because we help people change. If change was so easy for people to make, then everybody would be changing drastically every single day. It's hard. People don't know how to change, and people don't understand that the reason why they can't change is because of their mental attitude, because of what they think. It's because of what they think, not because of what they do. It's because of what they do, but their doing is attached to their thinking. And so you have to get into why you think a certain way and what made you think a certain way, and what pain are you holding on to that's making you think that way. The defamation that she had did to Shepard is unforgivable. Why have you never told Carmen to take accountability? Just curious. Well, you don't know me enough to say that. That's the thing. How do you make a judgment and you don't even know me? And that's the problem right there. Why don't you ask me if I have made? Why don't you ask me if I have asked her to take accountability? That would be a good place to start. She did admit that she should have never said Cece did not need to be in this earth. Whatever. It's not even about I get it. It's not even about those little things. It's about just, again, a change of heart. In order for good things to come in your life, we cannot have anything good if our mental attitude is rooted and grounded in the suffering of any human. If it's for justice, there is a justice system that work. Well, broken, but it works for the most part. You take your injustice to the justice system and you put it in their hands, because they're equipped and educated and qualified to deal with all the injustices of human beings. Beings. I keep saying beings. Beings. Let's not indulge it either. If he's here, let's not give it to him. Let's not turn my conversation, my live attention to them, because when you do that, you actually give them control of my live. So let's get focused back on me. Lena, have you and what? And what? Chef is taking accountability for the things that she have said in response to whatever was going on with her. When people are dragging her, she have said some things that may have been very, very hurtful. And in retrospect, yes, she has taken accountability. I didn't have to tell her to take accountability for the hurtful things that she might have said, that she did say. And it was only a few things. Everything else she meant. So what is she taking accountability for? For the murder that they're accusing her of doing? For the scamming that they're accusing her of doing? There's a justice system for that. There's a justice system that forces you to take accountability. And if you don't, you'll go to jail still not taking accountability. No, Carmen is the victim here. Do you know what it's like to be bullied by tens of thousands of people, everybody coming up with the same damn thing? And people jumping on the bandwagon. Well, everybody can't be talking about you for no reason. Are you kidding me? Michael Jackson had millions of haters. For the things that they felt they need to take accountable for. The hell? You try being lied and slandered and all that stuff, being accused of murder and all that egregious thing and human trafficking. And you sit down and tell me if you'll sit down and take that without grease, without some type of lick back. She did a lot better than me because as a life coach, I would have been the most ghettoest life coach in the system. If it were me, I don't know if I'd be able to hold my tongue the way that Carmen and Tay have. I don't think I would have been able to do it. But I never know until I was in a position. But I don't know if I would be able to do it. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Hey, Angelic Angela. So true change cannot. True change does not do that. True change recognizes what you do. True change takes accountability and say, I have hurt some people and I have deceived tens of thousands nonetheless. All you people that have been listening to me, y'all, all of it was, none of it was factual. It was all just me. A lot of it was lies. Half of it was told to me. I don't know the people that told it to me, whether they from the freaking can. I don't know where the hell they come from. And I may have said a lot of things that was not right. And because of that, I'm turning over a new leaf and I apologize. But when people are not ready to change, and here's the thing. The energy is not going to shift. The energy is still going to attract all the bad stuff because as long as your heart is there, as long as you're still hell bent on being a victim as opposed to looking at what you've done, right? Human trafficking. They supposed to take accountability for that and say, yes, I human trafficked my best friend. Like, what the hell? Who's suffering in that case right now? Rico. You know where he's still at? Where he first started. You know what he doesn't have? All the things that they said that they were going to get him. He's a victim in this. A willing participant, rather, because he chose to do that. But this is not about him. What has she done to anyone else? Give me something that she's done. Be specific, Gail, because I'm going to look for your answer. Be specific. What has she done? Be specific. And make sure it's factual rather than what you heard. And don't bring up the Gibsons because the Gibsons were deers with headlights when they was on that platform. They didn't know what the hell was going on, and they never accused her of doing anything that the people on that side said that she have done. So be specific when you say, has she apologized? Has Carmen said anything that she has done? Yeah, she has. And if you're following her, which you should be since you know so much about her, you would see that she has said plenty of things. She comes on and apologizes for her out when she reacts instead of responds, and she reacts irrationally. She'll come on the next day and apologize for that. Always. Have you ever seen any of them do that on your side? Just asking for a friend. Woo, Tara, you got that right. Mm-hmm. Penny said she don't know. She's gonna spit out a room on the line. I want to see it. There we go. I don't know. Great. You see what I'm saying? But I do know that we all have done wrong. And again, how do you ask a question that you're not even sure about? See, that's the thing. That's what you call a distorted thinking right there. You asking a question about something that you heard, because if you knew it for a fact, you would have already answered your own question. But because you don't follow the truth, you follow what these people are saying. You don't even know the answer to a question, to a basic question. You're not responding. No, you do have a side, because no, you do. You do. And that's okay, because it's okay to be biased. I'm biased. I'm biased. As a psychotherapist, her not taking accountability for her behavior and blatantly saying that she was not going to apologize demonstrates to me that there is no change at all. She is in pure contemplation. Thank you, Cynthia. Psychotherapist. Love psychotherapists. Yep, I'm not one. I'm a life coach, a mindset coach, and I deal with CBT and all that, cognitive behavior therapy and all that. So I understand you are clinically certified with a license, and I agree. I agree. Right there. Right there. Thank you. Well, real receipts, commentate, scamming. There are none. Penny, I can hear her voice. The fuck? Not have a problem. She is saying she does not have a problem. She did not like the wrong. She did nothing wrong, so there is no change. I think right. So that's all I'm saying. We are all dealing with a cult like group, and we'll never not because they see nothing wrong what they have done, and that's okay. Life has a way of teaching all of us. I know life knocked me down on my behind plenty of times, which is why I'm so easy to change. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm all for people changing. I am. Listen, I'm a living testimony of what happens when you don't listen to life and to people. What happens when you do things? I'm a walking testimony of those things. So I know, and I'm sure many of you know firsthand, that nothing changes unless something changes. And it has nothing to do with what you're doing with your hands or what you're doing with your mouth. If you're thinking toxic thoughts about anybody, then you are attracting negative experiences in your life, which is why a month ago I said I was getting ready to get out of that. Why? I was getting out of it. Why? Because of all the toxic energy that it brought me, that I brought to myself. And then I even apologized to all you guys who follow me. I said, listen, I'm sorry. I led all you guys down a path of negative energy, because every time I spoke all the time about those things, you guys were right with me with that energy. So think about it. I haven't been saying anything. I did one live video last week and one right here, because of what I deeply passionately feel, and then let you guys know what real change look like. As a life coach, this is what real change look like. You have to take accountability. You have to make amends. Those AA programs, those NA programs, GA programs, they don't work for nothing. One of their pivotal or most profound steps is penance. Even to a damn dead person, they tell you to go to the grave and write a letter, throw it in a sea, because you have to come to terms with what you've done to hurt someone. You can't attach what you've done as an excuse. You can't say that's an excuse. There's a reason for this. There's no such thing as justified hate, and this is on both sides. Right. Openly telling the world your wrongs. Right. You said to ask you if I ever had that type of conversation. Wait a minute. You said to ask you if I ever, and I did. I answered you. I said I didn't even have to, because Carmen is very good at taking accountability when she reacts to things that she says negatively towards people, because she can't stay in the hate. She doesn't have a heart condition, as she says, to remain hateful in any kind of way. She doesn't have that heart condition. Okay. Well, you got my answer, dear. Woo! So, guys, I'm going to get off of this. I have to make a few phone calls, and I still have some things to do. So, I thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate you guys' input, everyone's input in this. I appreciate it. And until you see me again, I mean, my next videos, of course, will be way more, inspirational and positive, whatever the case may be. Um, I got to change my damn, what's the name? It's going to be way more, positive, but yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you all. I love you all. And thank you so much for your support. Thank you.